Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Pisces. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me, keeping me safe. And Pisces, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Most of all, for showing up. Pisces, deck split three ways. See, I was just about to tell you about this. Because when I was cleaning the deck, getting ready to lay your cards, it was the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles that just showed themselves to me. And that's where I see that you're sticking to the plan. You have a plan in mind for your legacy. You have a plan in mind for your business. Or you have a plan in mind to make money. Or you're holding on to what is yours and the plan. You're not faltering. But someone is leaving. And it could be because of your plan, or it could be that you want to move on from somewhere, from something. Here we see the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. So you're really wanting to find your happiness. And the Sun is showing itself to say some truth about a family, some truth about your legacy, some truth about what you really want is coming forward, or is going to be brought forward, or that you are seeking truth, that you want to understand, you want to know about why happiness has ended or is ending in some cases, because this is about the person most on your mind. Pisces, what a mouthful to begin with. Again, the deck is separating on the Four of Wands and the Devil showing up. So someone is really stubborn. Someone is really holding on to what would be a legacy, or the family, or just the abundance of what is the accumulation of that you have. It's yours or theirs, depending on the situation, or the fact that there is to be a marriage, that we're not letting go of the plan to have a second chance with someone. We want to make things change in our favor, or we want to see things change, or we will leave. We're in a dilemma of having that choice to leave because of someone who is being so stubborn that they don't want to change. Again, take it as it resonates, because we're all going through change, regardless of what role you play, the person most on your mind, or you yourself, Pisces. This is about what we're afraid of, what we think we're going to lose, what we think someone wants to take from us. That has to change, and truth has to come forward, knowing that things are going to change one way or another, because at the end of the day, Pisces, we can't take it with us. So letting go of whatever you think is so valuable in this life is only going to ease the transition into the next one, or into the next place, because we don't know where we're going when we leave here. And that is the adventure in itself that we are preparing ourselves for. Pisces, something is coming to an end, but it's not a bad end. It's a question of having done the work and knowing that it is time to end something, that some things must come to an end, and some relationships too, and not just things or work that we do, but knowing that the work is done and making the decision to open up and share and become independent and let go of what hurts and heal. Communication, healing is sorry, I have allergies today. Healing is the key here to, again, letting it go. Stop being so stubborn. And Pisces, if it's not you, then it's the person most on your mind. But there is a real stubborn individual really stubborn, not letting go. I saw the Knight of Pentacles. He does not falter. He does not waver. He does not deviate from the plan. And the plan is to protect interest, to protect money, to protect legacy, to protect values. Again, the fear of losing is key to this read so far. The fear of losing, the fear of having nothing come from the effort that we've put out over a certain period of time. We need to heal. We need to let our emotions heal. If we've been hurt, we need to absorb that in the sense where, yeah, I did get hurt, and here's why. And did I play a role in bringing that hurt upon me? And if not, then I have to rise above, and I have to allow that I was the catalyst if I was not the victim. If I was made to be victim, then in that I am the catalyst. My position of being the victim is the catalyst, and I must learn from that. This is where that knowledge, that deep spiritual connection that you, Pisces, have, you need to really grasp that. And it's not that you so need to. You do it naturally. You just need to allow for it to move through you. Following that natural inclination to do something is allowing Spirit to guide you. Following that idea is allowing Spirit to lead you down the path that you may or may not want to go. But the dilemma is in opening that door for Spirit. And this is where your patience, and it says it twice here, you need to be patient. Something is not ending because you need to change the way you see that something. And then, of course, the Six of Wands shows, so it's about an ego. Again, stubbornness, whether it is yours or the next person. Again, the next person is following me through every read. The next person is a cross watcher or cross watcher's energy that I'm just picking up. It's just being more prominent, and eventually I will settle down with that. But if you hear me say the next person, it just means that there's cross watchers, because the spread is made for the sign, the person most on the sign's mind, and Spirit's guidance. So if it is that the next person is not the sign, that's where the energy shifts, and I'm just being sensitive to it. So forgive me, Pisces, if I say the next person. It just means that it's someone other than Pisces and the person most on their mind. Here we have 7-1. So taking the higher ground and standing up and speaking clearly and opening up to the truth and allowing that truth to come forward. If you have something to say, Pisces, say it. Don't keep it back. The person most on your mind may very well be in that dilemma of having something to say, and they're not sure if they can come forward and speak to you. They're afraid in some cases. They're afraid to talk. They don't know what to say, or they don't know how to say. This deck is just very chatty. Here we have the 6 and the 4. That's a 10 of Pentacles. So abundance, or finishing off, putting an end to, ending up a cycle. But the truth, so victory, abundance is coming, a new beginning, having the faith to step forward and speak, having the faith to open up and claim that victory because of conversation. Ooh, Pisces. Looks like you're going to talk, or the person most on your mind is going to talk. All right, let's cut, because this deck just wants to tell it all. using the Smith-Waite Tarot and the Lover's Oracle for the person what's on your mind thoughts. Oh, look at that. I turned the card. So Jupiter is here. Jupiter is in Gemini, really bringing in the good luck, the fortune, and what may be a change in the wind. It could be that you're dealing with Sagittarius, Pisces. Could be that you have Sagittarius in your chart. You need to check where your Sagittarius is in your birth chart to bring in the masculine or the partnership. For some, could be that it's just the moon, being that it is your emotions where you're thinking about what is the right thing to do. Now I'm just gonna leave it turned up because I don't know. It's the first time it happens that I flip the card. Usually I don't. But Spirit wanted to put it there, I guess. So we're going to put it there. Here we have your reaction to the dealings of the situation. Or reaction to the dealings. Sorry, your reaction to the situation at hand. And how you behave. The fourth card, and this is how the person most on your mind, the next person, but the next person would fall here. It's just I'm feeling the energy of the next person. Here we have the person most on your mind, how they are behaving with the situation. Here you are and how you are, or the next person is behaving with the situation. Again, I'm including the cross watcher. It's just energy. Here we have Spirit's advice. I'm going all over the place now. How you deal with Spirit's advice. How the person most on your mind deals with Spirit's advice. And then we have potential outcome. How you are dealing with potential outcome. And how the person most on your mind is dealing with the potential outcome. Now again, it's potential because we all have free will. What I say is not written in stone. You can change the outcome because of what I say and how you reflect or react to what I say. We end up here with our Six of Wands. So that is our ego being put in check, or we're claiming a victory. We're sounding out. We're telling it all. We want to know. Someone is bringing news of victory. Someone is bringing news of you've been chosen. You're a winner. Could be you're winning the lottery. Could be anything. Well, it's money that someone wants to talk about, or it's generosity, or it's selfishness, or it's claiming that victory over selfishness by winning your divorce or winning your court case for having money come in, because justice is being served here and news of it is coming. Again, it's been on the back burner, something that you've been wanting to do, or maybe just remuneration for the past work that you've done. You're going to get the news of that money coming to you. Here we have Temperance. You've been waiting really, really long, and you're continuing to wait. It's been a long time in the coming. It's been, but this is to heal. Could be someone's had an operation, and you're overcoming that. You're healing quickly. You're healing quickly, and you want to share. You want to talk. You want someone's going to bring you good news of the victory of that procedure that they've been through hospital. Things have changed, and they want to tell the truth in some cases, where that sense of being away and holding on to, or holding back from, or just really thinking, contemplating, going into your rituals or spiritual exercise, in the sense where you say your prayers, or you spend time alone, or you meditate. It's brought on a change, or you've come to see, because of time gone by, because of efforts from the past, because of work done, you are changing, or the person was done. Your mind is changing. Something is changing because we have the tower coming down. And it is because of health issues or an operation or the fact that someone's been away. The truth, happiness, feeling better. The operation was a success. If it is that you are looking into what went on with a particular person, or maybe your operation was a success, Pisces, that you've had an operation. Because again, cross watchers are watching for Pisces. So we see here it was a touch and go for some people. Like, it could be relationship wise, it could be health wise. That it was a preventative measure that would stop further illness or situation to worsen, because we're seeing that the sun is here and it's eradicated all of what could have been a very negative situation. We see that someone's left, or someone's leaving, or someone is going away because of the overbearing loneliness. They're not feeling welcome. They're not feeling like they belong. They want to go home, or they want to go to a place that they can call home. They want to see some happiness. They've been waiting a long time. Something needs to come. Something needs to change. Again, luck is here. That's probably why this card was to be flipped first, because it's very, 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 very dark. Someone was in a very, very dark place. I'm even thinking suicide. Oh, Pisces. Dark, dark, dark and depressing. Very dark. And then suddenly the light comes and there's a healing. And it's been a long time. It's overcoming loneliness. It's overcoming that sense of being outcast. That work, that hard work that you need to leave to travel in order to find work. And the determination to be alone is someone's plan here. They just don't want to be with people, or they don't want to be connected to people who make them feel like they don't belong. There's a lot of confidence that's coming in. Again, the change in attitude, change in personality, if you will, in how you view yourself with others, how you view yourself in respect to where you live, who you live with, other people around you. You want to and will claim a victory, Pisces. Know that wherever you've been was very, very dark. That much I'm picking up. Person most on your mind could be in the dark place, or was in a dark place, but they're coming out. But someone is still wanting to be alone, or someone is hoping to find answers on their own by working on themselves, or working with financial advisors, or it's a question of seeking out the right people. If you want to invest money, you don't just do it by guess. You seek out the right people to invest your money with, or to at least get advice on who to invest or where to invest. And that's not for everybody, but the fact that you're looking into understanding, you're looking into working on a plan that will bring things back into balance for you, make you feel normal again, in other words. Again, coming out of some illness, coming out of an operation, seeing that I feel better, I can do more now. It's a relief, it's a sense of relief. The operation was a success, in other words. Or therapy for others was a success. Meaning that you have spoken to the right people, you've gone and changed your circle of friends, or you've gone and changed some where you work, or you're feeling more at home. You're feeling better. It's just the time. The planets are shifting. Jupiter is bringing in something good, but it's about your luck changing is the situation. And here you are stand in your ground, being very protective about what you believe in or what you hold as ideals, like your faith. You're having the faith. You really have been patient, Pisces, because you really believe that something good is going to come from all that negativity that you were in before. Happy things, happy times, happy days. Someone isn't trusting, or someone is being very selfish. Someone is taking what they can and they're leaving. But see, that's where the wheel is going to turn, and they're not going to get away with it. And they're thinking they are, though. Or they're thinking up how to overcome, how to tell the truth anyway. How to deal with what took place in the past. That ideals a crash. Something is, maybe they're telling lies. Maybe they've been caught because you don't believe what they're saying. You're protecting, you're defending, you're not really letting them. You've seen them coming a mile away too, so you're ready for them. You're ready for whoever is not being honest with you. Spirit is saying to be open and have that adventure to make your proposal. Again, 8 of Wands. You know what you know. No one can take what you know from you. They can take everything that you do make, as in material, but the ability to make, no one can take that from you. So if it is that you invested and lost your money to divorce, or you had to pay out, you can make the money again. If it is that you had beautiful work that was destroyed, you can make beautiful work again. So it really depends on what you hold as value, what you see as work or abundance, and what you understand as being a loss. You're intelligent, Pisces, and it shows. You may have fire signs. Again, Jupiter strong in your chart. See where Jupiter falls in your chart, just if you're interested enough. But it tells you of your intelligence. Okay? Spiritual as well as just knowledge, general knowledge, academic knowledge. Here you're worried. You're going from 7 to 9, so you're seeing like a Sagittarius. You're looking at the future. You're looking at what could be a total disaster. You're thinking that the person most on your mind may not want to deal with you. You're looking at the negative, and if this is in the reverse, then you are overcoming any issues that you may have had in the past, because the Jupiter is bringing in that shift, bringing in the news, bringing in the tower, bringing in the healing. You have a lot of Jupiter here. Very strong in Sagittarius way of thinking, in Jupiter expansion and knowledge, understanding. You may need to understand, or finding a way, because Spirit's advice is to go forward and seek, as in Sagittarius. See further ahead. Don't just look at where you are. Look at where you want to go. And you're worried that you're not going to be able to go somewhere or get there. They want marriage, or they want to be in a relationship that is productive, that is on the same page. They're looking out for themselves. So it could be that this is in a reverse state, and there is a dilemma of, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship anymore. You are worried that they may want to leave. Someone is leaving. We saw that. here is a possibility of an outcome that you may come back together, but it's a question of communication, Spirit is saying to reach for it. Be brave. Have that openness, Pisces. That sense of an adventure. Maybe that's what they want, that they're not getting that. And they're very living on the edge type. They take chances. Again, Jupiter, the situation, taking a chance could be someone wants to take a chance. Someone wants to gamble, and you are not into gambling. You don't gamble. You, as a water sign goes, you're very grounded because you follow your intuition. You don't take a chance. You go with what your gut tells you. In some cases, they say that's taking a chance, but it's not the same thing. This is more of a daredevil. This is more of a, well, let's see if I can get away with it. Living really on the edge. And once, by a hair, they can fall to their death. It's not the same as knowing what makes you tick and knowing that you can pick up on, okay, this is good for me, this is not good for me. It's two different concepts here, going with what you call intuition and what they call just luck. Now, having a commitment in that it's difficult. And it's like, I see why you would worry. But here we see the Tower again in these swords, and it is devastating emotionally to you, and you will feel it. You are already feeling it, and it is relating to commitment. You're worried that it's not going to work, or it's what you're going to find out is the truth, and what the truth is may be worrying to you. They are afraid to open up and tell this truth, or they are afraid to open up and share what is going on with them and how they really feel in this relationship and what they really are committed to, if it is they want to live the daredevil life. It may not be I don't know where that was coming from, but it may not be what you are expecting and what they are hoping for. You're not on the same page, and you need to get there. So it may not be what it seems to be, or what it appears to be. It may not be that, in other words. Oof. Pisces. Dealing with being able to open up and share. Being that maybe someone is selfish. Maybe the person most on your mind is lying or just taking so many chances with this relationship that they're not able to, or they're finding that they can't be committed. They don't want to be committed. They're looking away from you. They're looking to see what they could get and take and go, and you are not trusting, which is good because you're following your instincts. You're not taking chances, not with your possessions, not with your money, not with what you own. Again, it's about legacy. It's about abundance. What are the thoughts of the person most on your mind, Pisces? They're telling lies. I wish I could be fully honest with you. They're mixing up the truth. They're confusing you. Why do I feel so lost? They're not able to come to terms. They're afraid of something. It is all too much. They're overwhelmed by your love. They will you leave me like that? They don't trust. They don't trust. But this card came out like the way it did is to say luck is on your side. Pisces, what you feel, you go with your gut. If you need to move on, you need to explore and find a new pathway, you go for it. Your worries are not unfounded, and you will have the truth. I can't let go of you. They really want to be with you. Maybe they just don't know how, and they need more time. Again, the patience. Maybe you've been waiting a long time for this relationship, and you've given up, letting go of happiness, being out in the cold, working hard and moving on. just being alone and following the plan. Sometimes that is what it will take to make the person most on your mind come to understand and open up and find that there is real commitment with you, Pisces. On that note, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, Pisces, love and light.